Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's a great day today. It is Tuesday, the 23rd of April. You know what that means. It's Twisted Tuesday with my new co-host, of course, the great Carol Brandolino is in the house. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Carol, how you doing?
Doing good. Got a some color here going on. Some of it's natural, some of it's not.
A little half and half. So we're ready to roll on that.
Yep.
All right,
Feeling good with some color.
We got a great show, guys, lined up. So let's go to work. Thank you. Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven. Great promo. We're having a great day today. Every show is dedicated to the first responders. So mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show today. Carol, how's the weekend? What's going on, hon?
Oh, weekend was so fun. I have to say, I went back to 15 years old. 15 years old. My soundtrack to my life. I went to the Rosemont Theater on Friday night, and I got to see the, it's called Gotta Love the 80s and 90s. Eddie and Jobo from back in the day, B96, they had probably 10 performers, like freestyle music that I listened to growing up from probably 12 years old to at least 18, 19 years old. Lime was there, TKA was there, Lisa and the Cult Jam, the Jets. Like I geeked out. So you would somebody could hand me tickets to J-Lo and I'd be like, no, I'm good. Like I got tickets last minute and I was so excited. A friend of mine helped me just kind of get some tickets there. And it was like one of the best nights I've had in a long time. Geeked out.
You know what? The Rosemont Theater is a nice place to see groups, number one. So that's kind of cool.
There's no bad seat. There's not a bad seat in the house at all.
And the best thing about that, what you said, when you see someone you love, when you go see these and depends if anybody likes them or not. Like with me, there's certain acts that I like, and people go, "What the hell you watching that for?" I love them. That's all there is. As long as you have a good time.
It's funny because we pulled up into the parking lot. We got there. My friend, since I was 3 years old, I said, "Listen, you have to go if I get tickets. Like, you have to go because she doesn't get out a lot, doesn't do a lot. She's, finishing her doctorate, and she's just so busy." I said, "You're going." So I picked her up. We went there. We get in the parking lot. I said, drinks are probably going to be $20 a piece there, right? I said, so we had our little cooler, and when we got to the parking lot, I'm so ghetto. I got in the parking lot and I said,
"What did you guys chug a whole bunch of shit before you walked in?"
Listen, this is what it's pre-gaming. So this is what happens. I hit it hard early and then I coast through the show with a nice buzz. Okay. But here's when we pulled into the parking lot, there was a young boy standing there like directing traffic. And I looked at him and I said, excuse me, I'm the person that embarrasses my friends when we're out. I joke around a lot. And I said, is there room behind where I'm going to park and the person behind me to put my barbecue grill out here? I was joking. And he looked at me and he goes, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I said, but we are going to pregame in my car. And you know what? Everybody was doing it. Everybody was sitting in the parking lot in their car. Yeah. We had a few, basic just drinks and stuff. Got a little buzz going on. We got there over an hour early. All right. And then, we still spent money on drinks, but they were like $15, $16 a drink.
Well, that's anywhere you go, folks. You're watching anywhere you go. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Carol Brandolino, Twisted Tuesday. Time for Ace Hardware. Ace is a place, buy local, shop local. Our friends Ace. Plains, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona. U-Haul Rentals. If you're looking for U-Haul Rentals, Ace is the place. They are helping moving needs, professional business, small loads. They're got you guys all covered. And don't forget, they have the variety of outdoor furniture, unique lawn and garden decor, as well as flowers, vegetables, herbs, and plants. Tune up that lawnmower for $105 plus parts and take advantage of their auto key programming, up to 50% less the dealership. That's Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. Very, very cool. Oh, hold on here. Got back over there. Let's get back. All right, Carol, what were you drinking pre-gaming before? I mean, what did you guys have?
Okay, I had White Claws. I had some flavored White Claws. And then I don't even know. There was one cocktail. Listen, we've tailgated in the past, so sometimes there's stuff in my trunk, but underneath the thing, because I don't drink often, but whatever I could find, I drink.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that there was nothing in the car too, because when you were going home, you don't want anybody to pull you over, of course, and find liquor in your car.
No. I was fine driving home. I got there, like I said, had a few drinks beforehand in the car, in the parking lot. We were not driving, and then went in, had a few drinks, but I danced it off. I mean, literally, the seats I had were smack dab in the middle. Like 8th or 9th row, but we were right in the aisle, right? So right in front of us was the aisle before you can get to the front part. So the security guard, there was a much older gentleman. I called him Willie Nelson because he had a long white ponytail. And I looked at him and I said, listen, and this is the problem if Carol has too much to drink. I said, listen, when the lights go out, you're going to turn to the left. All right. I said, don't worry about me. I'm not going to cause any trouble, but there are a lot of people that weren't in their seats up front. They just didn't, so I'm sure these people had tickets that don't use them for those things. And so he was in front of me the entire time. I was like in the 4th row. He was right there. He didn't bother me. I found a seat and we were in like the 3rd or 4th row the whole night. Like I said.
And you had a great time. Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta love that, folks.
Yeah,
that's so cool, man, when you go see some great bands. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's get one more sponsor out of the way. We're talking about my good friend Mary Grievous, folks. That's right, Mary Grievous. Let's get her on there, folks. Buying or selling a home. That's right. Perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting up your home in the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today. Available to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, expired listings. Mary Grievous, folks, at mgrievousstarkre.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725. Our good friend Mary Grievous. Also, folks, let's not remember that Mary also books NTD vacations for the big 2025 Chicago Music Cruise featuring Tony Ocean Main Event Band, Mojo's Jukebox, Hillbilly Rockstars, and Seventh Heaven, March 22nd to March 30th, 2025, Royal Caribbean, Oasis of the Seas, Fort Lauderdale, Carousel, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas. It's going to be a lot of fun. Call Mary on that. It's going to be fun. So I'm excited about that. Let's see who's watching today. You're going to, Nina. Let's go down the list. Oh, boy, I'm missing a lot of buddy. That's because, okay, everybody. How are you guys doing today? You guys are in a good mood. Jim Monahan.
Is Dennis on there? Because he made sure to tell me I need to start talking back to people. So I'm going to make sure I talk to him.
That's right. You did say that. Let's see. I just went off low. Okay, 25. How you guys all doing, everybody? Gregory, looking forward to the Tony Ocean Show, our private event at Moretti's. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm sure. I think I might have been back so far. So let me go up. Okay, there you go. Now we can see. I think Dennis is there. Let's see. It's going back to 12. Yeah. Because Dennis was nice. He came to the show on Saturday to Sunday, I mean. There's John Garini. How you doing, my good buddy? Hope you're doing well. Hanson is in the house. Richard Hamlin. Okay, Kim Peterson LaFew. How you guys all doing? Anyway, Saturday and Sunday was 2 great events. I want to thank everybody from INU. We did the anniversary, their university Huskies, big thing at the which was great. And then the Playboy Bunny thing was great on Sunday at the Grand Geneva. I seen Dennis there. Dennis was there. So yeah, you need to respond to Dennis. He said, I seen that.
I'm going to respond. I promise. Listen, you know what? Sometimes I don't think I see everything you're seeing on my end. I don't know why, but I'll figure it out. I see some of the people, Tony right now, Tony Toto, and I see Mary, hi, and Greg just popped on. So I do see
Taverna. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, from Taverna. But I promise, Dennis, sometimes I'm focused on the stuff I have written down and I'm focused on what you're saying. But if I start reading on the side, I'm like, okay, I don't want to interrupt you, but I will make it
No,
happen.
not at all. You can interrupt all the time you want. Danny
Right.
Ruande is home from Acapulco. He was in Mexico. Good for
Oh,
you, buddy,
yeah.
brother. And Patrice and the Honey Bears will be our guests tomorrow. Patrice and two other Honey Bears will be former Chicago Honey Bears will be our guests tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that, talking about their book and a new show they got coming up on April 25th at the Tap Bar, I think, in Palatine. So
Okay.
she will tell us more about that stuff. Rosemary, buddy, making sure I'm not forgetting everybody. There you go, the Provenzanos. General, yeah, so busy week. Rosario's on tomorrow night with Double T, Tony Toto. Thursday, we're at Village Pub with Louis Pipes and Jerry Jams in North Riverside. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T. And then Saturday was a private event in Moretti's and Elgin for Sleepy Hollow Fireworks. And then Sunday we'll be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy for Rat Pack Sunday with Daryl Armenstadt. So we're excited about that.
Nice.
Out of all those bands you've seen at the Rosemont Theater, Carol, one of your favorites? Anybody?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, one of my favorite songs is Unexpected Lovers by Lime. Like, Jerry, whenever I come out and see you guys, sometimes Jerry's with you. I've gotten to Positano's a couple times. And when he plays his dance music, when you take your break, he kills it. Like he plays all the, the old school freestyle like mixes.
Yes.
Lime was there in person. And I'm telling you what, I request that song all the time. Unexpected Lovers. It's one of my.
Did you say Lime as an L or Rhyme?
Lime, Lime, Lime. Okay. He's a man and a woman. And
he's a man?
And a woman. They're just called Lime. Yeah.
Oh, they're a group. They're a group together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Jets, I mean, they had the big 80s hair. And I have to tell you something. Everybody looked fantastic because I was like, man, these people are going to be like 75 years old. It turns out that they were really not. I mean, they were older, maybe 10 years older than me, if that 8 years.
Yeah, right.
And it seemed like such a big difference then. They look fantastic. Lisa, Lisa and the Cult Jam. I wonder if I take you home, would you still be? You got to know it.
I might know. I might hear the song, but I couldn't tell you who it is.
Yeah. They just had like it literally. The cover girls were there.
Oh, the cover girls. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just really good.
Did they do In My House? No, In My House. Maybe it was them. Okay. I don't know.
Maybe. But I'll tell you what, I was geeked out. I had a great time. I couldn't have asked for a better night. It was much needed.
Well, you know what? That's important. It's important to go out and see good stuff like that. Robert Provenzano, how many bunnies were at the reunion? There was many bunnies at the reunion. They had some actual real Playboy bunnies there, and they also had the Playboy bunnies who worked at the Grand Geneva that were Playboy bunnies too. So
they have current ones. They have current ones. Are there like
no? This was a
Playboy bunnies now at all?
There's See, the Grand Geneva used to be the Playboy Club back in the 60s and the 70s.
Right.
So they were there was a 50th anniversary. So it's every year. So probably these girls probably started when they were 20. And now, in the 70s. And they had people from Jamaica, from London. They had people from Canada. They had all of them in from different countries. So it was a big success. Diana Peterson did a great job with that.
Nice.
Yeah, Felix, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. So good things to talk about today. Let's get right to it here. Did you see this? I mentioned it yesterday, but I want to know if you thought about this. This Meta AI on your phone.
The artificial intelligence thing, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I saw it on Facebook, but I don't know I'm afraid to even hit a button.
Well, when you have to look up, when you get your phone now, and you just look and you're looking to find somebody, that's the thing that comes up. So when you put it up, it gives you a whole different definition. I mean, I read the definition of how we described this show when I looked it up, and it had a nice little review on it. But it just keeps popping up, and now your phone is looking completely different. Now you got to get all used to it again, and it's driving me crazy.
Do you have Android or app?
I have an iPhone.
Oh, see, mine is different. I'm old school. I have Android, and I refuse to change only because I don't want to have to learn everything completely differently. I just don't. I have enough issues with technology. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it.
Exactly. Carol says, "I hate that Meta. It's a PIA on Facebook only." Okay, so it's
Oh,
only on Facebook only.
okay.
John Faso, Boom Boom's in the house. How you doing, my brother? We're talking about this Meta IE, which is artificial intelligence, and
Yep. Yep.
um, okay, there you go. Carol says she has an Android too, and it comes up on hers also.
Yes, I have seen it now come up at the bottom when you like I'm looking something up right now. If you look it up, it shows it at the bottom. It's got little options and AI is one of them, but I don't know what it does. I don't touch buttons.
More shit we got to worry about.
Yeah, I don't touch buttons. I don't know what they do. I don't no, I can't. I'm not doing it.
I have no idea. Even in my car, there's stuff I have no clue what it does, but I don't want it. As long as it doesn't interfere with me, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
if you have a nice car, a newer car, like I will tell you, a friend of mine has a Range Rover, let's say, okay. And it's newer, and she had too much to drink one night, so I had to drive.
Okay.
So I get in the car, she's hammered. I'm in the car and I go, I don't even know how to fucking start this thing. Where's the gear shifter? What is going on? She goes, it's the button, it's the knob. I go, how does that start a car? I felt like it was in a freaking spaceship. I was so annoyed.
Yeah. Now you have to put your foot on the brake and push the start button. Alan is watching for his birthday. How you doing, Alan? Give it up, Alan Kagan's birthday. Happy birthday, my
happy
good friend
birthday.
Alan. Happy birthday, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Alyssa, how you doing? Welcome to Ocean's Pit with Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino's in the house. Hey, happy Passover to all our Jewish friends. Yes. Happy Passover. And when I was a kid, I had no clue what Passover. I was the Italian neighborhood. You don't know anything else when you're little. You don't know. But I thought it was a street, in New York, Passover. I didn't know. But, happy Passover to all my Jewish friends out there. God bless you. Very, very cool. Today is National Tea Day. Are you a tea drinker?
I am a tea drinker. I love tea. I love tea, actually. Yeah. So there's so many kinds of teas. And I've been reading more and more, trying to get as many natural things as I can. Like I don't like taking a ton of medication if I don't have to, but green tea does this for you. And then you've got this antioxidant tea, and there's a lot you could do with the sleepy time tea. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely a tea drinker.
So you drink this tea during the day instead of coffee?
No, God, no. I need for real caffeine during the day. I can't. There's caffeine in most teas, but some teas at night, like the sleepy ones or the ones that, kind of relax you, they do work. The Greek tea, the mountain tea, I'm telling you, it's definitely medicinal. You got to get it. It's the leaves, and you could buy them, in the bags and stuff like that. But that actually works if you're sick. It really does.
Well, you know what? I drank only tea I've ever had besides iced tea was the regular tea, and then when I used to get sick, I'd drink the chamomile.
Yeah, the chamomile. Yes, yep. Chamomile in Greek too.
Now they're coming up with all these different teas. There are all these different teas and stuff. But a lot of it has caffeine, and that's no good for me.
No.
Yeah, it's no good for me. So
I mean, people already asked me if I'm on like cocaine. I can't tell you how many people have asked me, like, do you do coke? And I'm in the middle of a conversation, and I'm like, what? Like cocaine? And I'm like I'm not. I didn't live under a rock. I'm not sheltered. But for somebody to just outwardly ask me that, and I've had several people ask me, I go. Yeah. No, I guess I'm just hyper, but the caffeine in the morning, this big thing that I drink, like I put my thing in there.
That's all coffee. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. I get a little.
Well, that's why the caffeine, I can't, Carol, I can't handle it. I'm telling you, man, if I have a cup accidentally, like I took a cup of my wife's because she drinks caffeine. Yeah. I'm like this. I mean, even Coca-Cola, anything with caffeine, I am like completely lost. It's crazy.
I'm like that if I don't have it.
So there you go. Yeah, that works. Yeah. That works. Rick Capuzzo, what's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Ocean's Pit, Twisted Tuesday. Carol Brandolino's in the house. Today is National Pineapple Upside Down Cake. People actually eat this stuff?
I make a kick-ass pineapple upside down cake martini and a shot, and it's delicious.
Oh, but that's not a cake. This is an actual cake. It looks disgusting.
Yeah, look, but I don't know. I like pineapple and vanilla and cake.
Okay. All right, there you go. That's okay. There you go. See,
I didn't know it had a day.
See, there you go. I need a cold brew. Alyssa, we all need a cold brew. Absolutely. A nice cold drink sometimes. But I'll stick to the Jack Daniels. Salute.
One day when I'm not at work and I can do the show from home,
yes.
we're gonna have cocktails one day.
Yes, we are. There you go.
Okay. Everybody, they're gonna better be ready for it. I think they all collectively are gonna have cocktails too.
Yeah.
So
everybody's gonna have drink day. Drink for that.
Yes.
Carol goes, are you talking about the upside down pineapple on people's porches again? No. This is actual national. It's National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day today. And I don't know who comes up with this shit, but it's there.
I don't either. I don't know who comes up with days, but
Carol, someone made a point to me real fast. You got kids in high school, right?
My son is in high school. Yeah.
Yearbooks.
Yeah.
They charged them $64 for a yearbook.
That's insane. And you know what? Especially for people that hate school and have no good memories, they're probably like, what the hell do I want to remember that shit for? Or what I looked like in high school, to be honest with you. I mean, that's ridiculous. I love limoncello. I love Tony.
Toto makes his best. Tony, you got to bring Carol a bottle because it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
That's my mother's favorite. She's not a drinker. I always have a bottle of limoncello at my house for her. She has it on ice a little bit. But you know what, Tony Toto, let me tell you, I am a queen mimosa maker, and not orange juice. I do it with sherbet, and because I don't like orange juice, I put the sherbet in the Prosecco. And I did a limoncello mimosa with a sugared rim. So you put limoncello. I'm giving this away to people. I don't tell people this. With Prosecco, with a sugared rim, and you throw some frozen raspberries in it. And let me tell you something. Beautiful.
You know what, Carol, you need to send that to Laura, because Laura, they love the mimosas, and they just do this great orange juice pineapple.
I will show her. Listen, I will show her.
You got to let her know that. You got to text her after the show and say, hey,
I will.
This because
I got some really good ones. Yes, I got great ones.
$64. This is
that's crazy.
The yearbooks right now, $64.
That's insane. That's insane. You know what I was looking at? I think you mentioned something about some kind of phobia yesterday, because I was watching you late last night.
With the phone phobia.
That's it. So I started looking up phobias, okay? Because they're everywhere. And my daughter has a couple of random different ones, and there's phobia. And what I came to the conclusion of when I went down a rabbit hole with phobias. Okay. I was up till like 1 a.m. So I start looking up the very odd phobias. I'm going to tell you some of them. And you know what? They're all Greek. Now I know why I have issues. They're all Greek words. You don't even need to know. I think Greek people should be all therapists dealing with phobias, because it is come from traumatic shit that happens to people.
Okay.
So there's a this cracked me up. It's called Lachanophobia, right? It looks like
Lachanophobia. Okay. And what is that?
Okay, but when I looked at it, my brain saw was lachana. In Greek, lachana are greens, like the greens, like endives or whatever that they pick off the side of the road and they cook them like it's not spinach, but rapini, like rapini. So in Greek, it's called lachana, okay, which was lachana. I have a phobia, I have PTSD because I hated it so much, and it is a fear of vegetables. Lachanophobia. It's a fear of vegetables. So my dad used to want to force me to eat it. And he told me if I didn't eat it at the table, he was going to make me go sit in the basement. And I literally cried the whole time. I tasted a little bit and I said, I hate it. I hated our basement. It scared the shit out of me. It was an old school, not finished basement at all. I literally cried, gagging on my way down the basement. I said, I'll sit down there all day. I am not eating that again. I just don't like it. So that's one. Yeah.
That's one. So that's a fear of vegetables. Now, is there an English translation, or is it's just Greek?
Well, it's not Greek, but I can see by the way it's written. It's Lachana. Like it looks like lachana or lachano, but it's lachana. Okay. So then they have gamophobia. Okay.
Gamo.
Gamo. Now.
Okay. Gamophobia.
That's a fear of marriage.
Okay.
Now in the Greek, I joke with my kids from the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
the father would say that comes from the Greek word this, which it means this. So it's Greek, right?
Right,
So
right,
I
right.
joke with my kids. So gamo is wedding. So gamophobia is fear of marriage. So they
So
all
we're
come
learning
from
right now the
word.
fear of vegetables and the fear of marriage. What else you got on that list?
Okay, there's emetophobia, which a lot more people are familiar with. So emetophobia. So meto in Greek means to throw up. It's vomit. It's a fear of throwing up. My daughter has that.
Okay. All right.
She
All right. So
fully
let me
has
ask
it.
you, what when you're about to throw up, what
Yeah.
happens? What
So she
happens to
gets
a
a
person?
I can only tell you what happens to her because she's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
like
yeah. What happens to her?
she gets like almost in a panic attack. She'll start to shake. She
All
gets
right.
worked up and very scared and nervous. And it came from what she told me the very first time she threw up, like badly. Of course, I was at work and it was at nighttime. I don't remember who was home. It was either Bobby or my mom. People were there, and it scared the crap out of her. So it was traumatizing for her. She was young, so it traumatized her. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of these phobias come from kind of traumatic events in your possibly traumatic events in your life, right? This is the best one. This is the best one. It says pantherophobia. Okay.
Panthera. Okay.
Pantherophobia. Now, I was trying to figure it out without looking at it. I was trying to guess by what the Greek word was. It's Bethera. Bethera is mother-in-law. This is a fear of mother-in-laws.
Wow.
I
See,
mean,
see, a fear of mother-in-laws. See,
yeah.
you got the top one. You got vomiting, vegetables, right? Oh my God, that's incredible. See, you're learning something new
It's
every day on this show.
unbelievable. This is all Greek words. Like, where did they come up? They got these words from the Greek word pedophobia, fear of kids. Podophobia is fear of feet. Feet. They hate feet. Like there's
They hate
people out
feet.
there that
Okay.
hate
Opposed
feet.
to people who have a fetish with feet.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I had a girl tell me she won't even talk to a guy. She can't talk to a guy if he wears sandals, open-toed sandals. Even in the summer, she doesn't want to see his toes. She won't. It's weird, but what
Okay,
am I?
okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes you don't want to see some guy's toes. I mean, sometimes you look at
I
the beach,
get it,
you
but if
see that
it's
with
summer,
the nails looking like this,
oh, yeah.
like the lunch hooks.
Oh my God.
I want to say a little real fast. Ronnie B, how you doing? Susan Jumbroni, the closer, says, Mo, when you put your fingers on your forehead, that means concentration.
Huh? What
Am I?
what do you mean? What?
I don't know. She's
I don't
saying,
know.
Mo, when you put your fingers on your forehead, means concentration.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
Okay.
sense to me.
All
Oh,
right.
Susan has a foot. Wait, a fetish? No, please don't tell me you have a fetish with feet. And
She
then
says,
Ronnie,
oh,
mother-in-laws with a big wooden spoon. I was that person, but I was the mom with the wooden spoon for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, do it to the side. Okay, there you go. And Natalie's watching. My sister Natalie says she hates feet.
He hates feet.
And
I get it.
I want to wish a happy early birthday to my sister-in-law Natalie Saturday. So happy birthday,
Oh, happy
Natalie's
birthday.
watching. Absolutely. Michael is watching too. My buddy Mike Bad from Golden Eagle Food Trucks, where you can find this summer Natalie Bosch's Mama D's
Yay. I can't
favorite
wait.
breads. So I'm looking forward to that.
Mhm.
Susan says, yes, my ex had crooked feet. Okay.
Oh, well, you probably couldn't. If he's an ex, you probably had more issues with him. So everything bothered you about him. And that's how that goes.
Absolutely. I agree that crazy. Some news here. Anything else? Any other fetish there?
No, look, there's a lot of phobias. I'm just saying there's phobias of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Okay. Weird.
Yeah, we got to come up with a list of those. You know what? For the next show, top 10 and
Okay.
maybe the ones in English so we can pronounce
They are
it.
in English. They're in Turo. Look at this says turophobia, right?
Turo means what?
Turo, Turo. So when I looked at it, I was like, oh, tiri. So that's cheese in Greek, and it's a fear of cheese.
Fear of cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
Turo.
Balloons,
There you go.
fear of balloons, globophobia. I don't know.
I could see people being afraid. You never know. People I know are afraid of spiders and snakes, but
right.
you know what? You're afraid of balloons. How many people that doesn't bother me, but how many people that don't like clowns? They're afraid of clowns.
Yeah, clowns, balloons. Well, balloons to me, it makes me think of that clown, the It clown with the red balloon.
Yeah, that's it. That's
right?
it.
That's what the balloon reminds me of. But people.
Yeah, or seeing the pictures of John Gacy dressed up as a clown back in the time when you used to lure the kids in.
Yes.
Good point. Michael Bad here from Golden Eagle Food Trucks with Natalie. You can see Natalie's first food truck concert. First display is going to be starting May 11th at the St. Charles East High School Car Show. Okay. First one of the year. If you're down in St. Charles, you can go there and get yourself a brat, a hot dog from Michael Bat's food trucks, and pick up a piece of the great Mama D's breads. Very cool. So that should be a lot of fun. Large Marge wants to show you her feet. Oh, yeah, Andy. There you go with Large Marge. Yeah, that so big she can roll over twice and be in New York. Anyway, boom. Yes, here's some interesting stuff here, folks. If you're in the Schiller Park area, there was a gun shooting. Wow. A 38-year-old man was killed, according to ABC News, shooting at the Sway Bar on Schiller Park. That's been, that's crazy what's been going on with all these stories that keep coming up. And also Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I know we're not from there, folks, but they're preparing to hopes to keep the Columbus Day statue. Now they're having fights over there or trying to put it down. So they're trying to keep it up. So that's what Philadelphia is doing. And here's something interesting. You shop at Aldi?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. That good stuff there, but they're getting rid of, look this, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no.
This is all you people. They're getting rid of the scanners, the cashiers, the checkout lines. It's all going AI, artificial
intelligence.
Wow. Aldi. First of all, Aldi was always prices were always cheaper.
Because you bag your own stuff, you bring your own bags, you pay for your cart, shit like that,
But actually, the stuff is very good. My mother never would go there. My mother said she would never go there when she was younger. Now she goes, but before.
I never went when I was younger. Yeah, I never went.
Nobody knew, right? Yeah, there you go. So, I guess you think, holy moly is right. Frankie Seta, how you doing? No bueno. Yeah, there you go. So there's interesting stuff there. God,
people are getting rid of. Look at on the one cruise you were on. What freaked me out, because I bartended for over 20 years. Okay, 22 years. There was a video on one of your, from the cruise. There was an arm, like a robotic arm, that was attached to the bar, and I was like, "What the hell is that? Is
two
that
bars like that?" Wait, it's funny because the hand goes like this, reaches up and grabs that, and makes a drink for you, and then brings it to you on the rail, and it comes right to you.
I mean, look, it's amazing, but you know what? How are people going to keep jobs? I just don't understand.
They're not. And I don't know if we're going to see it in my lifetime. I mean, we're seeing some right now, but our kids or their grandkids, they're that's going to be it's going to be pretty scary.
It's scary. It's scary. Is that's for sure. I don't understand it, but people are not only and you have no socializing. That's the problem. People don't talk anymore. It's just everything is take my phone, scan my own stuff at whatever grocery store I go to. There's no communication.
How about when you go get a haircut? Now they'll probably figure some way where you put something in your head, put this on your head, you push the button, they cut your hair, boom. So there won't even be anybody to talk to there. There'll be no more bartenders. I mean, it's like, what? It's crazy. I'm not looking forward to the future myself.
No.
It's pretty scary up there.
Yeah.
Twisted Tuesdays, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day, folks. Hey, Carol Brandolino's with us, of course, every Tuesday. Are you a Sylvester Stallone fan or a John Travolta fan, or both?
Oh, both. I love them both, but I love Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone is my guy. I mean, I like him.
He's one of my favorites. Yeah,
I like Travolta too, but Stallone would be
my guy.
My favorite. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For all you White Sox fans out there, another shout out. game 8, 36% of Sox games result in them getting blanked, shut out. Let that set in. Only 25 more, if they have 25 more, it will be a Major League Baseball record. How horrible is that, how the White Sox are doing?
That's a shame.
It's crazy. And again, more and more police officers. Chicago police officer Louis M. Hashka was shot and killed in Gage Park neighborhood Sunday morning, April 21st. I mean, this is police officers. And here's something I think Herbie Gaines might have said, or someone might have said: you shoot a cop, they're going to shoot back at you. And I don't care how many shoots, how many bullets they need to shoot you down.
Right.
You shouldn't be shooting cops.
No. You should be shooting anybody, but yeah, you're going to shoot at a cop. That's what they're trained to do. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. You know, they're killed. We're not going to have police officers anymore because they are leaving being police officers and retiring early because of this bullshit. Just like teachers don't want to be teachers anymore because they have to deal with this bullshit. This is the problem. We're not going to have anybody good. You know, the good apples, right? The good teachers, the good police officers, which are 99%, they're not going to want to be there because they want to go home to their families. Okay. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
It's just sad all over. Richard, I'm sure it is very hard to be a Sox fan right now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For you White Sox fans. All right. Something about the liver. We were talking about health. We're talking about stuff like that. Liver is the only organ that can generate itself, regenerate itself.
Oh.
It can regrow to a normal size even after up to 90% of it has been removed.
I did not know that. I probably should have. I did not know that.
See that?
Wow.
And some of us better, with our liver, we got to check that out. Mary, I can blame them anymore. Yeah, Mary, you can't blame them anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fire has no shadows because it itself is a source of light.
Oh.
Well, see that? More interesting, useless facts, useless information here on Ocean Spin. Michael Betts said, scary. There are hotels run by, I've seen that in China.
That's creepy.
Hotels completely broke. Yeah. Crazy. All right. Patrice sent this in. 8 rules to kick ass in life.
Okay.
Number 8, teach others what you know. Number 7, never compare yourself to others. That's a big one.
Yep.
Number 6, stop thinking so much and start acting.
Amen.
Amen to that. Number 5, make peace with the past or you'll pay for it.
Yeah. I agree.
Number 4, assume nothing and question everything. I question everything, and sometimes I get in trouble for it. I question everything. I think it's important. Number 3, always do more than is expected of you.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't go after it, you won't have it. And number 1, see failure as a beginning, not an end. Because everything, right?
You know, my friend says to me, and she's wise for her age. She's young. She's 28. She says, rejection is redirection. And she said, rejection is redirection. And she said, redirection is something else. But rejection is redirection. I love because, you know, in your business, in my business, when I did radio or you go on auditions or you try out to be co-host, sure. You know, when you don't get it, you don't want to go down into a hole and think you're just not good enough. It's redirection. Everything happened in my life, everybody's life for a reason. You will find out eventually why you didn't get that job or you didn't get that position.
Well, sometimes here's sometimes, and there's a problem that me and my wife always talk about this, especially when we're booking something.
Yeah.
And they ask for a price. Mm-hmm. And if the price might be too high, instead of somebody coming back, man, can you work with me? Sometimes they just never respond back at you.
Yeah.
You know, or it's like, and why if you're up for a role in a movie, say you're an actor or whatever, or up for a job, why didn't you get this job? Or why didn't you get this role? Or why won't you get this gig?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you come by, hey, this is too much money. Can you work with this? This is my budget.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people just ignore it completely.
Yeah.
At least get some closure to
I agree.
what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to know why I didn't get it. I always asked why.
Yes, why didn't I get it? So we can improve, right?
Improve, or know that it was when I did that. I auditioned with Kevin Matthews years ago to be a co-host. He asked me to come on and audition 2 days, and you kind of know when you nail something or not. We did have very, very good chemistry, and I felt like, oh, I got this. you just kind of know when it's right. And I thought it was for sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. And I kind of knew one of his producers. And I just said, I need to know why I didn't get that, because I felt like it was perfect. I did. And I don't care. He goes, well, do you want to know the truth? Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, we want to know the truth.
Right. And he told me, and I knew why he knew I'd get upset, but it was better to know is that the other girl that was auditioning too, it was between her and I, already worked for Shadow Traffic. So she came for free. Like they didn't have to pay her anything extra. So basically they might've paid her an extra $5,000 maybe on her salary, but she was already there doing Shadow Traffic. So they gave it to her. So
they gave it to her.
That was it stung, but you know what? At least I knew I did a good job. And at least I felt I felt.
Right. And another thing that usually happens too, sometimes they promote from within. A lot of companies love to promote from within, already know the formula, already know the standards, all that. So I think that's what it is. Mike Bat says failure is a first attempt in learning. No is next exempt. If you don't fail, you don't learn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
An incredible, great part there, right? You got to love that. I just seen a comment from somebody new here, which I didn't read. Okay, that's someone else said. I'm sorry, I must have skipped that. Here it is. Frankie Setta, how you doing, Frankie? Keep old school. Great job, guys. I've learned something I never knew, so thanks you all. Fire doesn't have shadows. Got 2 runs, but great show. You have a new follower for the show. Well, thank you, Frankie.
That's very nice.
Frankie, thank you very much. It's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We got some other stories here. Pigs cannot look up into the sky. It's physically impossible for a pig to look up in the sky. Now, unless you're talking about a pig in high school back in the day. We're talking about real pigs.
Somebody just told me today you can't put lipstick on a pig. It literally that came up today in a conversation with somebody. They said you can't put lipstick on a pig, and I said you're right.
You can't.
No,
you're absolutely right. There you go. Marty Malarkey from McCormick Place. How you doing, Marty? Scientists, finally, when we were kids, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Here it is, folks. Oh. Scientists conclude that the chicken came first, not the egg, because the protein, which makes the eggshells, is only produced by hens.
Okay. Listen.
So the chicken came first.
Wow. Thank God I know that. Thank God I know that. Now I can answer it when people ask.
That we know this. And here's something that's going to gross you out, and maybe it won't, but I think it will. Fox 32 News, you know the cicadas are coming.
Oh, yeah.
They're supposed to be coming big.
Yep.
Properly, get this, Fox 32 News. Properly prepared cicadas can be a delight, providing a sustainable and protein-rich option for adventurous food enthusiasts eager to explore new recipes. You can really eat cicadas.
Yeah. Well, dip it in chocolate, put it in the freezer, and you got a crunchy little treat. I'd like to feed that to some people without them knowing.
Right. Exactly. It's like when you go to these beef jerky stores and they got beef jerky gorilla, they got beef jerky, cat, a dog, kangaroo, tiger. Oh. But you know what? When you're tasting it, it basically all tastes the same.
Like chicken, right? My mom said they fed her rattlesnake when she was young, a rattlesnake patty when she was younger. She's like, "Oh, it was good. What is it?" And she goes, "They told her it was rattlesnake." She almost fainted. But she said it tastes like
snakes.
Chicken.
People that eat snakes. Another story by Fox 32 News. Did you ever shop at Express?
Yep.
Okay, filing bankruptcy. Monday announcing dozens of fashion retailer stores will be closing. Carol, do you see more people? Do you buy stuff online, or do you actually like going to the store and trying shit on?
Two things. I prefer going to a store. I don't try shit on because of 2 reasons. I will never buy anything because if I see it on in one of those rooms with that terrible lighting, I don't want to look at that because I won't like the way anything looks on me. I'm very like, I don't even like looking in mirrors. I have a problem. But so I will never buy clothing I don't try stuff on at the store. So I buy it. I prefer to be there in person to buy it because I need to feel material, see the stretch. I know what fits my body, right? I know. But sometimes I've been shopping a lot more online because you find exactly what you like. It's convenient because you can't run around to stores all day. It takes hours to shop, hours and hours. So I buy some things online, but certain things like shoes, I try not to ever buy online. If they're heels, maybe I won't. But I mean, I prefer to see it in person if I can.
See, with me is I try buying stuff online, and if you get a cool jacket that might be from China or something, and you have to, and you put an extra large, by the time it's not, the arms are like this, and Laura does that too. Laura can buy stuff online like crazy, and if she tries it on when she gets when it gets here, she try it on. Not so I'll end up returning it, and we go to Staples 3-4 times a week and we return shit. Because you buy it on Amazon, whatever it is, you buy it online. But I don't know how much longer these malls will be around. Look at Stratford Mall, just closed. Stratford just closed, and that was a big mall. Everybody used to go there. So I see a lot of people buying stuff online. Is it cheaper online than it is in the retail store?
Well, I'll tell you something. I did a little retail therapy yesterday. A little shot. I haven't gotten myself anything for a while, and I needed some more comfortable shoes, but that were cute for work and purse and stuff like that. But I saw a pair of shoes I wanted, and they were too big, and I loved them. So I Googled. I was at Marshall's. I Googled Marshall's. I found the exact pair of shoes for cheaper through Marshall's. Same thing, which is weird. But you know what, though? You had to pay for shipping. You know what I mean? So you're going to pay that extra $6-7. But you know what? I went online and I ordered them. So, malls are going to be a thing of the past. And you know what's even more sad is I saw somebody posted something online today. They were listening to a scanner for Yorktown Mall. And they said that they thought there was a shooter with a long gun. Okay. So literally the helicopters were there. I was just going, this is all I saw it on Facebook. People were going back and getting into arguments about everything. And you know what? The bottom line is somebody at the end of this whole thing said they think it was somebody carrying a tripod. I think we'll all hear more about this tonight on news or whatever, but I don't, but there were literally helicopters there by JCPenney and Von Maur, right? Here's the thing. I'm afraid to go to malls now. We'll bring my kids. I don't want to because there are people now are going up shooting malls up. This is the problem. I would way more prefer to go to a store, go to a mall for the experience, walk around, get some food, but I don't feel safe anywhere anymore. And it's really sad that it's getting worse and worse. And it really is. And somebody called them a terrorist. They said, look, a terrorist is just a terrorist, somebody that's shooting up, let's say, a mall. And then, of course, somebody started right away. That's racist. How is saying the word terrorist racist? It's a word. They're terrorizing people.
Well, you know what? Well, see, normally when people think of terrorists, they think of people from, with the turbans and all this stuff. You know what? It's not necessarily true. You know what? Somebody that ends up shooting into schools, and you know what? I hate to say this. And I hate to say this again, and we repeat it over and over. It starts from the home.
Yeah.
How they're treated at home. I mean, I don't want to, I'm not saying, I watch some of these like the Jeffrey Dahmer and all these stories. The way his parents, I'm not justifying anything that he's done, but the way his parents screwed this kid up, and and then now it's social media. You don't know what to do anymore. All starts at home. Craig Olson from In Session, a great band. My wife and daughter buy all their shoes online, which is insane. Oh, there you go, Richard. You're gonna like this.
Yeah, I see it. I have it. I have that. What is it?
Come on, what do you mean you can't look in the mirror?
Is it esopophobia? I don't know. I can't compare that to any Greek word, but I probably just don't know the Greek word. But I don't know what my problem is. I just I don't know. It's bad. I have an issue for sure. I don't know what it is, but I get myself ready. But if I see a big mirror, like a full body mirror, I don't even look at it. I walk straight past because I'm so messed up over like my body image, probably because up and down with weight my whole life, probably. So, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think a lot of women just are like that. And social media and everything in magazines and having to be 80 pounds to be, all these years looking at magazines doesn't make women feel necessarily good about themselves either.
No, you know what I say that, and you know what I say that you make a lot of
Yeah.
sense. You know what, the skinny railed women out there, I just don't understand the whole thing. I never did.
I'm not a hater.
So
I'm not a hater if you're skinny. Listen,
I'm not a hater either, but you know what? They're making. Remember back in the
yeah,
70s, all the agencies, all blonde women, and the dark haired women never had any chance. And then in the 80s it changed a
right,
little bit, whatever it
right.
was, but it was, all the pinups were always the Farrah
Right,
Fawcett,
right,
Farrah
right, right.
Fawcett, Farrah
Then Marilyn
Fawcett.
Monroe came
You know what?
along, right, which is great because she had hips and curves. Marilyn Monroe,
But she was still blonde, and then when you used to watch Three's Company, everybody liked Susan
yes,
Summers, but I always thought
right,
Joyce DeWitt
right.
was the
Like,
better
well,
one,
but
right? So
Sophia Loren to me is
yeah,
literally one of the most beautiful women I've ever
most
seen
beautiful
in my
woman in
life.
the world.
As an older
Absolutely.
woman as
Yeah.
well, but her figure was a full figured, curvy, which I
Yeah.
think is
Raquel
beautiful.
Welch.
Yeah,
Raquel Welch.
yeah,
Same thing.
yeah.
Beautiful woman. That's
I
what I
agree.
mean. Boyd says, and you thought a COVID was a phobia. Yeah, a phobia that was sent to this country. Absolutely. On
It scared the
purpose.
shit
And
out
we're
of
going to
people.
leave it
You're
at that.
right.
There
It
you
did
go.
scare the shit out of people. They
Absolutely.
did scare
They
people.
scared
Yeah.
people. You're absolutely
Yep.
right. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Someone out there is holding their breath, waiting for you to fail.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Make sure they suffocate.
oh my gosh. I love
Wow.
these sayings. I love these sayings so much because I will preach it till the end of time. Kobe Bryant, is it the Mamba mentality thing? Kobe Bryant, right? Have you ever heard of Mamba mentality? I was looking, okay,
No.
so I was looking at some sayings the other day. I love these things. And I talk to my kids about it because they don't
Yes.
believe things that I say. But if I'm reading it and somebody else said it, that's different. So I just read this to my son yesterday. It says, learn to love the hate. Embrace it, enjoy it. You earned it. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion and everyone should have one about you. Haters are a good problem to have. Nobody hates the good ones, they hate the great ones.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
a Kobe
true.
Bryant thing. And let me tell you, there are haters. And I don't know why they hate on me or my kid or anybody. Listen, anybody, they have haters. And then I look at these people that people hate. And to me, I think they're wonderful people. They're doing good things. And and then I say to myself, okay, they hate them because they want to be them, or they hate them because you hate things in people that you want for yourself. That is what I've always read in psychology.
I agree
And
with
things
you.
like that.
And you ever notice when someone keeps, like, if someone that shows their look, I get example of this sometimes too. I post my gigs a lot of times. There's crowds at my gigs. I work a lot. There's a lot of people that give me the dig because I'm working and they're not. And you know what? I just believe that. And then when you see, like, I didn't like Tom Brady. Was he the greatest quarterback ever? Probably at one time, but I didn't like him because I liked him because I didn't like him because he was beating my team. So it really wasn't like Michael Jordan. I wasn't a big Michael Jordan fan because he was beating my New York Knicks. It wasn't like he liked him. It's just like, so I can understand where you come to that. Right. You have to be.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense. And that's why you guys, Richard, keeps sending me stuff. People sending me stuff. Interesting fact, it cost a family of four $11,000 more a year to buy the same amount of groceries and basics today that it did 18 months ago.
That doesn't speak volumes to you, what does? I mean, look at the numbers. All you got to do is look at numbers. That's it. It's numbers don't lie, right? They shouldn't.
No, numbers do not lie. And we're just talking about people taking over jobs. Look at this. And this is, I always back the blue, and I love the police officers and the first responders. But what Denver, Colorado is doing is insane. Denver defunds $8.4 million from the police aid to give it to migrants. This is the Denver police. I don't even get that. Taking the money away from the police officers to give it to the migrants, which I don't understand. And we know why the migrates are here. We know that because every migrate in there is going to vote Democrat. It's going to vote for President
But
Joe
you know,
Biden.
you're not supposed to
That's why these
legally
people are
be able
coming.
to vote unless you are a U.S. just legally speaking, a U.S. citizen to vote in the national election. Okay, how I don't know how they're getting past it, but I'm already hearing from the grapevine, where I speak to people, that yes, they are going to be allowed to vote, people that are not U.S. citizens, because of loopholes in social security numbers. They don't have a social security number. They're not born here. How do you have a social security
But wait a
number?
minute. Before they were allowed to come into this country, the way they're coming in, I mean, I'm not talking about people that actually want to come in,
Right.
do it right, get
Yeah.
the paperwork, become
Right.
a citizen. I'm talking about the way they're doing now. You couldn't do this 20 years ago.
No.
You couldn't do this 5 years ago. You couldn't do it. If you were not a United States citizen, you would not be able to vote. And all of a sudden, because of new regime and everything that's happening now you can. So even people that are against the old regime and they're for the new regime, they can't be happy with that either.
Of course not. It's not fair. It's not just. An election should be fair and just, and then you deal with the results if it's fair and just. But people know a lot of this stuff is not fair. So many people have come out in speaking about what they've actually seen with their own eyes. I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. I just know I'm sick to my stomach, and I'm very scared about this next election. I really am. And I think everybody really needs to.
I'm very scared too. And you're absolutely right. And a name that just came up, and I need again to thank my good friend Diana Peterson. Diana, she was the one who put the whole Playboy Bunny reunion together. You did an incredible job, Diana. Thank you so much for having the Tony Ocean Band there. When they get a driver's license, they're automatically signed up to vote. Jimmy Parker, one of the great country singers from Nashville. He's fantastic. Buy his records. Google him. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. He's got some great songs. Jimmy says, Biden is getting ready to declare a climate emergency, which will give dictatorial power over us, telling us how to live in so-called climate emergency.
I'm going to just say, I don't think Biden's going to, I 1000% do not believe Biden is going to run. Somebody's going to get put in there last minute for sure.
Michael. I think Michael is going to run, and you guys can use your own imagination on that, who I'm talking about. Diana also said, they're not asking for an ID, and they send ballots to homes and have ballot harvesters fill out ballots for them. I don't get it. Richard, what does the U.S. government do with all the tax money they take out of the illegals' paychecks every week? They don't file taxes, so where does that money go? Wow. See, I like that. See, all this information and stuff that we're learning here on Ocean's Pit, Little Show About Big Things. When you guys keep sending me stuff, thank you guys for all these. And your input means the world to this, this show. Red Lobster, 27 locations, filing bankruptcy after $11 million endless shrimp loss. Red Lobster's going. All the stores that we grew up, stores, restaurants, they're all gone, Carol. They're all disappearing.
Yeah, it's sad.
They're all disappearing.
Yep.
It's very sad. Very sad. It's just crazy as it is. Chicago Bears unveiled, on Wednesday, they will make the big announcement about the new stadium, which is going to be in the South Loop. They're not going to Arlington Heights, folks. So it's happening. It is
happening. They're not going to stay in the old stadium, Soldier Field. They're moving it.
I think they're going to move it to the South Loop. Yes. Yeah. It should be interesting. We'll have to find out more. Here, Mike North from the Score, that used to be on the Score. What's with the green space crap? It's the largest park system in the world. Win at football and quit worrying about nonsense. You and your wife holding hands at the lakefront in December blizzard when nothing's green. The Bears will be holding a press conference to announce their plans on a new stadium. Apparently, it will also be publicly owned. What's the point of hiring this Warren guy at the end of the stadium they don't own, and they don't realize all the revenue from it? Small market mentality. So it's going to be pissing some people off. I think people were excited for them to go to Arlington Heights. I know some of the people that don't want to go to the city. So it's pretty interesting stuff. We'll have to see what happens with that. Crazy it is. Biden may not run, but whoever they put in their shoes will follow his politics. Absolutely.
You know who I think? Do you know who I think they're going to try and throw in there?
Who?
From Illinois. Think about it. Think about it.
You mean not our governor?
Listen, I'm not going to say, but I'm just saying today is April 23rd. In my head, he's a billionaire. He's got the money to run. He doesn't need any funds to run a campaign. Now, I pray he does go in there because he's such a piece of shit that honestly, I think it would be easy to campaign against that because all they have to do is show what state Illinois is.
Here's a guy that can't reach. There's parts of his body he can't reach with a washcloth, and he's going to start trying to run our president. I mean come on. That's just.
I think they're that. I think they're that out of their mind. But I know there's no way Biden's running. There's 1,000% he's not. I'm just curious when they're going to put somebody in. He can't even talk. I mean, they can't do it. You know what I mean?
I agree with you 100%. Unfortunately, we're out of time. My friend Carol, Twisted Tuesdays, guys. Don't forget Rosario's tomorrow, Roselle. Village Pub on Thursday and North Riverside. Chicago Prime Friday. Saturday's a private event. Sunday will be at the Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy. 2 big shows coming up May 2nd. Mojo's Jukebox and Chicago Hitmen featuring Nick Sahajas will be at the Des Plaines Theater Thursday, May 2nd. And, of course, Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Geneva Stage, downtown Lake Geneva on Saturday, May 4th. We got some birthdays. Shirley Jones, Mrs. Partridge, turns 90 years old. Vanessa Del Rio, actress, 70 years old. The great Queen Elizabeth II, birthday. Iggy Pop is 76. Robert Smith from the band The Cure celebrating a birthday. Tony Romo, former quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Danza, great actor. I always liked Tony. Jack Nicholson, one of my favorite actors. Your Greek guy, Anthony Quinn from Zorba the Greek.
He's the best.
Celebrating a birthday. Paul Carrick, Tony Esposito, of course, formerly of the Chicago Blackhawks. And my friend Debbie's dog, Bello, 16 years old. Let's see. Richard Dreyfuss is 76. Guy Carabona. Guy, happy birthday. Steve Buscemi, another great actor. We have come to the end, folks. Tomorrow, my guest will be Patrice, my good friend Patrice, and the former Chicago Bear Honey Bears. We're going to have 3 on tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Make sure you watch it. Don't forget, Thursday, the lovely Alara Ocean is back. I want to thank you all, guys, for watching the show today. And don't forget our sponsors, the great Ace Hardware, the great Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, and let's not. Oh, there's Mary. I'm sorry about that, Mary. Always gotta promote Mary. But we gotta end, of course, with Ace Hardware. I'm losing it today. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of their points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments. Don't forget to shop at Randolino Encore Music in Shorewood, Illinois. Go see Bobby. Tell him Tony O and Ocean's Pit sent you. And support live entertainment. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Carol, you have an incredible week, hon. We will see you next week. God bless you, everybody. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye.